Welcome everybody to a look at the third film in the Psycho collection. So it is Psycho 3 from 1986, which is directed by Anthony Perkins himself. Is one of only two directorial roles that he's had. The other film being a film called Lucky Stiff, which came out 2 years after this. Not seen that yet, but it does actually look interesting. It's a black comedy, so I'll definitely give it a shout after this. And it's a slasher film, clocking in at 93 minutes long. Once again, stars Anthony Perkins as alongside Diana Scarwid, who was also in the likes of What Lies Beneath, as well as Jeff Fahey, who was in Planet Terror and this year's Hypnotic. And it's about Norman Bates, who is still running his little motel, and he has kept the dressed skeleton he calls Mother. One day, a nosy journalist comes to see him to ask questions about his past. So, although this isn't as good as the prior two films, this is still an enjoyable and overall well done effort that, like with the prior film, features a solid amount of characterization for Norman Bates. Anthony Perkins is also not just good in the lead role, but also as the director, while I really like the fact that this takes place only 1 month after the events of the prior film, which, lends it some more authenticity, because then, if it took place years after, I don't think I'd quite buy the events of this film, but because it only takes 1 month after it definitely feels a little bit more urgent, because it still feels like the actions and the events of that prior film are still having an impact on our lead character. The supporting cast is also decent, it is well paced, the plot is engrossing, the production is well done. The score, though not better than the prior two, is still executed nicely, and there are some effective kills throughout the film. It's not quite as violent as the previous film, so it doesn't have any of the kills aren't quite as violent as the most iconic kill in that second effort, which if you've not seen then you won't know what I'm on about, but it's basically the one in the basement with the knife in the mouth. So yeah, no kill in this is as violent or as iconic as that kill, but they are still really, really well done, and there's a good deal of tension to their eventual demise of whichever character is getting it. So this has a bunch of little extras in terms of physical, as per usual, like the previous two films. So again, we get art cards, which have all of the new artwork on the back of them, and then mild spoilers for the film. There we go. So this has been on my to watch list for a very, very long time, because I've been a fan of the previous two for a very an even longer amount of time than this and its subsequent fourth film have been on my watch list. But I'm glad I got round to it. The 4K looks really nice as well, although I can't say how it would have looked beforehand, either on DVD or Blu-ray or anything like that, because I don't think it even had those, or at least Blu-ray at least. And there's the original poster. Not a big fan of the original poster, doesn't really say anything about the film or anything like that, but it's got a decent tagline. Norman Bates is back to normal, but Mother's off her rocker again. So I like that tagline. And then there's the new artwork on the reverse, which again is really rather nice. So the first one was red, the second one was blue, this one is orange, the fourth and final one is yellow. And we've got a bunch of extras on this as well. We've got new audio commentary by film critics Michael Brook and Johnny Mames. We've got archive audio commentary by screenwriter Charles Edward Pogue. We've got Carnival of the Heart, a new visual essay by film scholar Alexandra Heller Nicholas. We've got Scream of Love, a new interview with composer Carter Burwell. We've got Watch the Guitar, an interview with actor Jeff Fahey. Then we've got Patsy's Last Night, an interview with actor Kat Shea. Then we've got Mother's Maker, an interview with special makeup effect artist Michael Westmore. Then Body Double, an interview with actor Brink Stevens. We've also got the original electronic press kit, alternate opening sequence, theatrical trailer, TV spot, and image gallery, as well as the reversible sleeve artwork featuring the original artwork, which we've already seen on the poster itself. So like I said, not as good as the previous two, but there are elements to like about this outside of the whole plot taking place after only a month after the events of the previous film. I also like some of the scene transitions, which are well done, and Perkins is good in the directorial role, and I like the fact that he keeps the characterization as a main aspect to this film rather than just going all out as a slasher. Even though it does have less than a psychological aspect like the previous film, it still is has plenty of characterization to it, which is always a good thing. So yeah, overall a good film. 3.5 out of 5. Nothing amazing. Certainly does pale in comparison to the previous two, but considering my expectations were quite low, because yeah, I figured there's no way they're going to be able to follow up the previous film, but they mostly managed it. So yeah, if you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.